Well, hello everybody, and welcome. My name is Stephen the Jupiterian here with a new video. Of course, obviously, that's why I'm here. I do videos, duh. Uh, um, actually, I am going to talk about some very um first Saturn is moving into Aries on the 20. I'm going to share and then first Saturn is moving into Aries. Mercury is moving into Gemini, and the Sun will be moving into Gemini at the end of May. I'm going to share this with you. Let's see. I know Saturn's going to moving first, and that'll be on May 25th on the East Coast. I have it in Manhasset, New York. Set my chart, the sky set for May 25th, 2025 at 12:18 and 18 seconds in the morning, early in the morning, 18 minutes and a few seconds and several seconds after 12 a.m. midnight on the 25th of May for Saturn. So Saturn, let's see. Saturn is here in the third house at 0 degrees and zero minutes. And I want to get my pen out. We're here so we can write on this. Draw. Here we go. So here's Saturn. In Aries at 0 degrees, 0 minutes. And this is on the East Coast. This will be actually, it'll be late at night on the West Coast on the 24th, about 9:18 p.m. on the West Coast. And then I want to let's clear that drawing. So, and then we can close that, and then we can go to and the Sun is also already in Gemini. That moves into Gemini on May 20th. Right? Yes, May 20th. The Sun enters Gemini on May 20th. Tuesday, May 20th. Or let's see. Actually, let's move this back in days then. May 20th. So we have early in the morning, it's at 29 degrees and 24 minutes. If we move this into hours, 29:46 ahead another hour, we move this to the 10th house at 29 degrees, 48 minutes, 29 degrees, 51 minutes, another hour, 29:53 minutes, 29:56 minutes of Taurus, 29:58 minutes of Taurus. And then we have, about 3 p.m. on the East Coast. If we move this back into minutes, at about, 2:55, 2:54, around this time in the afternoon, almost 3 o'clock, the sun will be we have crossed over Uranus and into Gemini, where we will have a new feeling for Gemini season, communications and curiosity and everything like that, with the sun in Gemini and Saturn is at 29 degrees. Okay, so let's move this an hour. See, so 29. Let's move that back another hour. The sun will square or actually make a sextile to Saturn. Sun sextile Saturn. That's interesting. And the sun is conjunct Uranus on May 8th, 17th, 18th. Yeah, because they are both at 27 degrees. The Sun and Uranus conjunction about the May 18th or so. Interesting time for a shakeup with the Sun conjunct Uranus. And then we move this into so let's put this in May 21st, where the sun is almost at 1 degree, 0 degrees, 50 minutes of Gemini. And Saturn is still in Pisces until the 25th on the East Coast. Let's move this minute. Move this hour. That back in a couple hours. Or a few hours, or several hours, whatever. We're at 00. Okay. So May 25th on the East Coast. Saturn will be in your 12th house if you're a Taurus rising. If you're an Aries rising, well, this is going to be a very time for all Aries individuals, Aries folks, to become more disciplined, more in your personality. You'll be more placing more structure on your appearance and how you present yourself to others, how others see you. they will may see you as more authoritative as well. Um, but if it's in Taurus, it's the 12th house. This is you may be authoritative to the point where you will create a hidden enemy or do something, create something that's self-undoing or um, hidden from you. We have a lot of things here. We have Saturn, Neptune, Venus, all in the 12th house here. See, Saturn and Venus, all in the 12th house here. And this is Ceres and Chiron. So that's quite an interesting thing. We'll clear that drawing. All this in your 12th house, Taurus. But that's actually Aries, all of these will be in your first house. So this is a very good time for you to put your best face forward. You'll be looking better, looking your best. Actually appearing to be authoritative and maybe a little bit aloof too. Neptune will dissolve anything and put rose-colored glasses and things too. So you may not, yeah, people may not see you for who you really truly are. Neptune in the first, yes. Let's see. Let's move this another hour. Gemini. Well, Gemini, this is all the sun is in your sign. It's all about it's your season, Gemini. So uh and Saturn is in your 11th house of friends. So you may be having to deal with friends who are more authoritative, taking the initiative, um, maybe more bossy, or or taking doing things that you may not find appealing, but your friends will, or you may be more assertive and disciplined toward your friends and what your social life in your social life. Also your social causes and groups that you're affiliated with or want to join clubs to any social circles. Good. This is an interesting time for you, Gemini, to acquire, well, you may acquire the recognition for what you've been doing from when Saturn was going through your ninth and all your 10th house the past 5 years. So you've been working on something, and now it's the culmination point of everything that you've worked on, and something's coming to you um, monetarily, and possibly monetary gain here. With Venus here in the 11th house as well for Gemini. Gemini, you've been busy working on yourself, working on your career, And yeah, it's gonna work itself out for the next 2.5 years, yeah. When Saturn is in Aries until 2027, I think. Let's see. 27. Yep. So you're still at Mercury at 23 and on May 2027. So, and then half a year from there. So, yes. So 25, 5th, 24. Okay. Oh, I'm going back in years. Crap. Go back a day. The 25th. Okay. All right. All right. So then let's move to the next sign. Let's go move this into hours now. And then we go to Cancer, where Saturn is in your 10th house of career. Well, actually, Saturn, Cancer, actually, you can speak to all the Geminis as to what Saturn in their 10th house brought to them. Many things pertaining to their career, focus, and discipline their career. You probably got a raise as well. Cancer, yeah. And then Mercury will be moving. I'll be talking about Mercury soon, but I'm going to go through all these signs. So for Leo, Saturn will be moving into your 9th house of higher purpose, higher learning, religion, philosophy, your philosophy. Probably be more disciplined in learning a new philosophy and finding out who you truly are, Leo, and who your friends are. Yeah, who your true friends are. Because the sun, you rule by the sun, and the sun is in your 11th house of friends and benefactors. Who's got your back? What groups are you with? Do you feel still align with you? So, all right, moving on to Virgo. Saturn's moving into your 8th house of other people's money. Your also could be credit card debt, um, inheritance. Um, you could find out and that you have to be more show more initiative on balancing your payments on your credit card bill or any student loan if you have a student loan. Virgo, yes. All right, moving on to Libra. Well, this is happening in your 7th house. So your spouse or your significant other will probably be more assertive and disciplined than you right now when Saturn moves into your 7th house. Um, Hmm. Saturn rules your fourth and your fifth houses. So this may, your spouse will, or your significant or business partner even, will be, will get more, a lot, uh, more, um, popular and than you. They will show more discipline, more, um, restrictive, um, it's not, it's, well, it could be, I'd be divorce you're coming up for you too, Libra. Um, if that's on the negative side, but allow your partner to take the lead at this point in time, Libra. Um, trust your partner, trust your significant other, or your business partner. It's time to allow them to take the lead, be disciplined. Yeah. All righty. Scorpio. Well, Saturn's in your sixth house of work, service. You'll be more, you will be working harder to be of service to others. Um, Saturn rules your third and fourth houses of neighbors, neighborhood, familiar, and environments, and your home. So yeah, discipline in your work to keep may probably you'll be working harder, earning more to in your service to helping others, to build on your foundation and your neighborhood. Maybe you'll be working at you might be volunteering, or you'll be um, serving others in many different ways, earning money through service in the service industry. And putting in the hours, doing the work needed, and being there for your coworkers. And oh, also, you have to be there for yourself. You need to take care of your health, and don't try to do too much. Just help as you can, and yourself. I think that's all I can say about that. Yeah. Yes. Without getting into anything more personal. Sagittarius. Well, this is going to be in your fifth house. You'll be more serious, more disciplined in a creative project, and probably a s- um, even a business venture that you are seeking to kickstart. Um, you'll gain some money here. Venus is here in your fifth house. So you'll be the Venus, the house, the planet of love and in your fifth house of casual relationships or sexual affairs, or love affairs. This is the house of love affairs, sex, fun, creativity, children. If you want a child, well, it's a good time to get to work on that and enjoy and enjoy the pleasure that you will get from the creative projects you create or the children that you are creating. Or you could even be uh, start a creative business, even. Uh, Mars is in your ninth house of higher purpose, book publishing. So, and it rules your fifth house. Um, Sagittarius. And we have a trine from Venus and Mars also, which is really good, beneficial for creating something that will be for, of your purpose and that you enjoy and love and have fun doing. That's starting in May, yeah, in June, and yeah, and into July. Yeah. Um, let's see, what else is there? Mercury is moved at the 29th degree, so yeah, it's creeping into a Gemini later in the day on the 25th, right? May 25th. Mercury enters Gemini. Oh, on the 27th. Is it the 27th? Okay, well, we'll look at that after I go through everything. This is Capricorn. Well, Capricorn, you rule by Saturn, and it's in your fifth house of home, your um, foundation. You'll be building a strong foundation here with discipline and initiating what you want your home to look like. And yeah, it may be dreamy and it may be very beautiful with Venus and Neptune in here also. And very cathartic and healing with Chiron here in your house, in the house of your home and foundation. Any cracks you'll see in your foundation will be taken care of. You will strengthen your foundation. Make it beautiful, and actually it'll be a place you can go to for a spiritual um retreat, maybe with Neptune here, which is spiritual retreat. It'll be very nice. It'll probably, I'm picturing, um, well, Aries likes things that are made of, well, maybe you'll have um, maybe in your home you want marble floors. That could be possible, or a marble, something made of marble in your home, because Aries is sturdy and strong, and Saturn is very sturdy and strong. So, um, something that's fiery. Maybe you want a fire pit in your backyard or in the or somewhere in your home. Something to strengthen the foundation. Um, Saturn also rules your second house of money. So you'll be building on your personality, building your foundation that shows your personality and and that you've got money. Maybe that could be possible. Could be one possibility. Okay, Aquarius. Saturn is in your third house of your siblings. Not yes, siblings, most likely one younger than you, your neighbors, your neighborhood, uh, building a strong value with your neighbors and your neighborhood, building strong bonds with your neighbors. Maybe possible, could be possible. That's most likely possible, very possible. And it could also bring up things from their past, like from your past too. Saturn rules your 12th and your first house. So maybe a friend from the past will by, come around. You never know. That's possible too. Um, hmm. And Mercury on May 20th is in Gemini on the 26th of May on the East Coast. Hey, in the morning. Mercury moves into Aries, Gemini, the sign that it rules. So you'll be more breezy, talking to many people. Yep. Communication will be easy and mutable. And yeah, so it's a good time. Actually, Mercury in Gemini is nice. Mercury in Virgo is nice too. They're in there would be in the signs they rule. So, all right, let's move on. Last, Pisces. Saturn moving into your second house of money, finance, and possessions. So actually, you'll be saving your money. Try to save your money. Don't spend too much of your money, which Venus is here. Um, but Neptune is also here where you may not be seeing things clearly. Bring Neptune could bring a fog to any kind of financial obligations and overspending. Try not to overdo it. Do not spend frivolously. Although Saturn will help here. Yeah. Saturn, when Saturn moves into your second house, you won't be spending as much as you usually would for um 11th house. things with to be with friends. Um, and Saturn also rules your 12th house of the past. So things from your past or past things that you've bought may have some value now. Friends and things from your past will come to appreciation or yeah, or value, and you'll value your friends, you'll value the past. And you'll value others. You'll value your neighbors. Venus is value. Venus rules your third and eighth houses. So these are other people. The eighth house is other people's money. You'll value other people's um, places in your neighborhood. You see the beauty in everything and everyone else, but don't forget you have some beauty too, Pisces. You have everything is not don't try to say, oh, their place is so much nicer than mine. But don't believe that the grass is always greener on the other side. It could be on your side too, Pisces. So yes, Mercury is moved into Gemini. Saturn is in Aries. The next planet to move, let's move this into days, is Jupiter in June. The moon is always moving every 2.5 days. So, um, June 4th, we have Jupiter at 28 degrees, June 4th, 2025. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So on June 9th, later in the day, let's move this ahead in hours. I'm looking for Jupiter at 29 degrees and 52 minutes here, right now, in the first house, right? And that Mercury, well, Mercury moved really quickly, real quick, into Cancer. And then we'll move this into hours. On June 9th and the evening on the East Coast. Where will be conjunct Mercury very soon. I think within a day or two. Well, Jupiter is trying to catch up to Mercury. Does it? I don't think so. No. No. No, it doesn't. So Mercury moves into Cancer, and then Jupiter moves into Cancer on the next day, and we're also at 2 degrees, but it's actually within an orb. It's conjunct, not exact, but it is conjunct by 2 degrees. So that's the planetary movements of the Sun, Saturn, Mercury, and Jupiter in June until June, and then we'll move into a month from now, June, when Uranus moves into Gemini. Yep. Actually, let's move that. Let's see. Uranus, whoops, moves into Gemini. June 7th, I believe. I think, isn't it? Yeah, June 7th. Uranus enters Gemini. July. Oh, July. Let's see. Here's my ephemeris July. Yeah, she can tell. I got some coffee stains here in this book. So yeah. Um, July. Well, July 7th or July 8th, really, if you're anywhere else in the world. July 8th. Overseas, if you're overseas, July 8th. All right. So that's all the planetary movements that are going on right now. But actually, then we'll have Mercury moving through Cancer to Leo by July. Mars is in Virgo by July. And Mars is in Leo for a long time from now until June 26th. Yes. Mercury 25th, 26th. Yeah. So, and then we have today that I'm doing this, and it's 5:16 p.m. on the East Coast, but I am recording this from San Francisco, which is 2:16 p.m. where Jupiter Virgo is on the rise. So we just had our full moon today. So the moon moved 2 degrees since then at 24 degrees. So you had the full moon at 22 degrees and the moon was at 20. Sun and moon. Sun at 22 degrees Taurus. The moon 22 degrees of Scorpio. Full moon. It moved 2 degrees. It's 24 degrees now. We're still in the full moon cycle. Virgo is on the rise at this time. Mercury is in Taurus. Virgo. Mercury is in Taurus in your ninth house. So yes, you'll probably be communicating, learn, maybe going back to school or talking about or learning higher learning, understanding some your higher purpose. Uh, so Okay, yes. I'm all over the place today, but actually you have it. Um, yeah. And I did a Mercury in Taurus video the other day, so you can watch that one. And I will stop my share. Anything else I wanted to share with you? Let me see. No. Okay. And so that's all I got. Actually, here's my drum. And so yeah, I looked into the ephemeris for the next 2 months till July through to July, and then look at more and to when deeper into June and July when they come closer. So this was Saturn in Aries. The sun moves into Gemini. Mercury moves into the signs of Gemini and Cancer very quickly this month, in July and May and June. But we're looking into them more specifically for each sign. So I'm Stephen the Jupiterian. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new here, and post a comment or a thumbs down if you don't like the video. I'm alrighty. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching.